can't find nothing on the radio.
You ready, Steve?
Welcome to Songology. He's Bruce.
He's Richard.
And this is another episode from our Song of the Day archives.
Enjoy.
Welcome back, Bruce. We've had a mixture here. We've had mashed potatoes. We just had marionettes. What's on tap for today?
Today is sound effects. I promised you sound effects. I'm going to bring you some sound effects. Actually, not much in the way of sound effects, but
I take it we're not talking about clash, bang, boom, thump, 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 thump. Not those things.
No, but we are talking about sound effects to enhance your record, because in 1975, a guy by the name of R. Dean Taylor, whose first name is Richard, in case you're interested, had
Must be a talented individual.
There you go. He had a hit with a song called Indiana Wants Me.
Yeah.
And you may remember that one. It was remarkable for the sound effects that were added in, the sound effects being sirens. And at the end, there is a kind of a shootout-ish. There's ricochet type sounds and so forth, which are preceded by the classic, "This is the police, you are surrounded, give yourself up," kind of thing. Which really kind of helped, I think, propel the song along. And
brings back memories. I've heard that sound, and it was at your place. The police were at your neighbors.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You slept through it, but looked out the window and there's police surrounding your neighbor's house.
Well, and there were, as I recall, that was in the days of the big dome lights on top of RCMP cruisers, and those were about 2 feet from the window of the bedroom that you were sleeping in.
And there were tire tracks on the lawn beside your house.
On the lawn beside the house, yes.
Made for an interesting evening.
It did, and it was a rough neighborhood. I'd forgotten about that.
Well, back to the music.
Back to the music. So R. Dean Taylor, I did not know until I started looking into this for this bit. R. Dean Taylor is actually Canadian. He was born in Toronto.
Oh, another Canuck.
But singing about Indiana. He started off his singing career when he was 12. Started off playing in country showcases, then sort of got into rockabilly and then into rock and roll. He moved to the States, tried some things in New York, cut a couple of singles that really didn't go anywhere, and then was recommended by a friend to go to Detroit because Motown Records was starting. Why don't you go out to Motown? And so Taylor became one of the fairly unusual white guys who were working for and doing really well at Motown, which was traditionally a quote-unquote black label. And he actually wrote a lot of, or had a hand in writing a lot of different songs. Remember the Supremes song Love Child?
Yes.
Right, Diana Ross, that's an R. Dean Taylor song. He wrote that. All I Need by the Temptations, a hit for the Four Tops called I'll Turn to Stone. He was doing different things on his own, and it could never really work very well for him. He could write things for other people. It was taking off, but his own career was kind of stalled. And so there was a time in his life, he would empathize with you, that he was awakened. The story goes that he was in a motel or a hotel. He was living there at the time and it was a bit of a flea bag as he describes it. And he was awakened by the sound of police sirens. There was somebody breaking into there was a stereo store downstairs on the main floor of the building, and the hotel bits were up above it. Well, there was somebody breaking into the stereo store downstairs. And so he got all of the sirens, and he got the "this is the police, you're surrounded, give yourself up" kind of thing. And he started with that idea, well, wouldn't that make an interesting song? And he ended up writing Indiana Wants Me, recorded it, and it became a hit for him. Now, the siren bit, according to the legends of the time, was so convincing that it would be played on the radio and people would pull over. They thought, the police are behind me somehow. And they would pull over. And so much so that they went back and cut a different version of it, mixed a different version without the sirens in it, and distributed that too. So you can have your choice of what you wanted to play on the air. So he became one of the few white guys to have a hit for Motown Records. It was really kind of his only hit. It was number 5 in the U.S., went to number 2 in the U.K. And then he went back to writing songs and had, not too bad a career after that. But his one trip to pay dirt was with the Police and Indiana Wants Me.
And as usual, we have to cut it right there while we work out the fair use rules on YouTube. These episodes first aired in 2014 as the Song of the Day segment on my morning show on 977 FM, Creston Valley's community radio station. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe and don't forget to share this with your friends. Now, you can choose to listen to the music or go on to the next segment of Song of the Day with Bruce.